Finding the Voices.
Talk show by Monica Ibudam.
I'm a huge fan of Finding the Voices.
You're doing a great job for Manipur.
Manipur prithivida masatak
good positive voices and make those voices more visible.
We wanted our voice to reach in all the corners of the world.
Interesting people.
Been finding voices on
people from our own place.
Share positive stories and inspiring stories and bring out the good stories of Manipur.
Finding the Voices.
To start with, why don't you give a self-introduction? You can tell a little bit about yourself and we'll go from there.
Okay, I say it's very nice to be in your show. So first of all, let me introduce myself. I myself now Kundrapam and here my friend Gordo.
No, my name is not Gordo. My name is Langam Lukram.
Okay.
And here he's Zain Malik.
Hey,
look.
My name is Ranson Kumar from Khangabok. I finished my high school in KM Blooming Higher Secondary School, Khangabok, and I completed my 11 and 12 from Delhi Public School, Arkepuram. Right now, I'm studying in IILM College, Gurgaon.
And three of us, we were in same college.
Yeah, IILM.
So, what brings you, out of the country? Maybe we can start with that.
So, first of all, we reached to Germany after we were coming out from India for global study.
Global study for our college IILM. They took us as a part of a business study tour in Germany.
It is a part of your college curriculum that some group of your college came outside and you guys came to Germany.
Yeah. Actually,
so how many students came?
35 students.
35 of us.
35, wow. So is it sponsored by your college or you have to pay?
Yeah. Actually, our college has collaborated with International School of Management, Germany. And it's a 3-week program. The course is business entrepreneurship and strategic management.
Okay, so all of you are in management and you're in final year?
Yeah, yes. Second year.
In second year.
Second year, okay, all right. So you have, is it a 3-year course?
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years.
3 years, right? Okay. And this management is after your 12th standard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So all of you are teenagers, young and second year management, and you have come out of India for the first time as part of your college trip. All right, so tell me about your experience. I got very excited and happy to see one of your pictures, which you wore at Khudei in front of the Eiffel Tower. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, I have to reach out to this boys and find out what they're doing. So yeah, thank you for being in our show. And I'm really curious to, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, wearing Khudei in front of Eiffel Tower. That was in the top of my bucket list.
I made a challenge to him before he wear that Khudei. I was telling, if you can wear the Khudei in front of Eiffel Tower, then I should buy iPhone 7 for him. But luckily,
he won the bet.
Yeah, he won the bet, so I should buy the iPhone 7 for him. After
So you're going to buy iPhone 7 for him?
He's liar. He's liar.
You need to buy.
Yeah, I should buy.
You should tell him this. You tell him this.
That is a huge bet. I would definitely go wear a nice panek if somebody is going to give me an iPhone 7.
Actually, come and check with me, but unfortunately, it was a bit we don't get time to check it, order it from home. So Manipur, so we just bring Khudei. And
Oh, okay. No, but did you plan it like from Delhi when you started? Because your college is in Delhi, right?
Yeah. Actually, I planned it before that. I wanted to wear Khudei. That's what.
And it's here like
No.
we find some difference before we leave India. We thought like, oh, Germany, it will be hard to stay or something, because here the country, it's quite big, and also it's very new for us also. So that night after we reached Germany, we stayed at the hotel. On another morning we went out from the hotel, and that time like it's kind of different and feel of road. Like one thing, like three of us, we were going beside the road. So that time we are trying to cross the road. That time 2-3 cars were coming from other side, and when the car, when they saw us trying to cross the road, that time they suddenly stopped, and we thought like,
without any signal.
Without any signal, and we thought, stopping, and luckily, like we don't know, like they're giving more preference to the people who walk like this. So after we cross the road, they again that car start when all these things. So it's very like new things to us, because such kind of things were not there in India or Manipur, because even the
so when you were crossing the road, you were crossing on a zebra crossing.
Yeah, zebra cross.
And you are surprised that the vehicles actually give more respect to the people who are walking, and they stop for you, wait for you to walk, and you haven't seen this culture in India.
They strictly follow traffic rules.
Even the lights is on red. Even that time they stop for people if people started walking and all. So
all these things. So it's great, and it's new to us also,
and it's very quiet.
Okay.
So one thing, like after we reached the college that day, when we met our guide, that teacher, she told us that on another day we will be start our this program. We have one discussion with one of the professor from USA, and she told us that we'll be meeting at this hall at around 8:30 at morning. But that time suddenly, like we reached that our college at around something
20 minutes late.
Like 20 minutes late or something like that. But it's like, I don't know, I cannot express, because they are showing the angriness, because in Germany people were very much punctuality. They are telling like 8:30 means 8:30, not even 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah, not 8:35, not 8:32. They were like that.
So the appointment for you to meet your guide was at 10:30, and you guys showed up 20 minutes late.
Yeah. Because of the train. Every train comes by after 20 minutes. So if we late for 2 minutes, then we will late. Obviously, we late for 20 minutes, because the train will come after 20 minutes.
So that's why we late around 20 minutes. So
for us, 20 minutes is like not that much.
Yeah.
So you learned that the Indian Standard Time or the Manipur Standard Time doesn't work in Germany.
Yeah, my day doesn't work anymore here.
It's very hard to adapt this. Even now we are.
So my Taipung doesn't work in Germany. All right, but that's a good lesson for you.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so you learned about traffic rules, you learned about time, then what else?
And humanity, one thing. I want to share this. On my trip to Munich, I think, from Dortmund to Munich, I met a Bulgarian girl. I thought actually she was a German before, I thought. But we cannot communicate at all, because she doesn't know English. And most of the Europeans don't know English. So I used Google Translator, and we communicated with Google Translator. So at that time, she wanted to make a call to her mom, but she doesn't have a phone that time. She did not have a phone. So she asked me, and I offered my phone. Then my SIM was Indian SIM card, so she could not make a call. So immediately I came to know that the bus provides Wi-Fi. So she made a messenger call. Then she was happy that I have her, and because of like
she liked her, right?
Yeah, actually that time we were very much jealous because he got a one pretty girl inside him, and we
Let me tell a story to spend 4 hours.
And this was in a train.
Yeah, for him it's a happy journey, but for us it's quite boring.
Then I helped her, and she thanked me. She thanked me that she could make a call to her mom, and she could not make a call from last 3-4 days. So I helped her, and I feel good that I have a girl from another country, which before we could not communicate at all. But at last we communicated with Google Translator, and I feel proud that I have a girl of another country. And I told her about our multi-Chinju, Iwonba, and I told her that if she comes to India, then I will make her taste the traditional cuisines and all.
So did you get her number or contact?
Yeah. Facebook.
Still he's starting with that girl.
So are you saying that you learned of humanity because you got the satisfaction? Like, is it the first time you got the satisfaction of helping someone, wherein you could not even connect, you don't know the language, but you found a way to help and you found a great satisfaction out of that?
Yeah, we use signal signs with our hands and all. So
that's it. Yeah, we reached to Zurich, which is one of the dream place for me also. Like Switzerland, we all had while we were kids, so we studied books, everything. Like Switzerland is very beautiful, all these things. But
even Manipur, name Switzerland of India is Manipur.
So you can share something about Switzerland.
What I wanted to share is like long ago, 70 years back, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister of India, he once said that Manipur is Switzerland of India. So he compared Switzerland to Manipur. So I thought Manipur must be very beautiful at that time, like very beautiful and all. But I thought like from the last 70-60 years, improve a lot of tourism industry in Switzerland. So why cannot our government do the same so that our economic problems and all can be improved by promoting tourism industry in our northeastern states and in Manipur? We went to Lake Zurich in Zurich, but that's not more beautiful than our Loktak Lake. Loktak is more beautiful. The serenity, the calmness of atmosphere in our Loktak. It's like I remember Loktak Lake there. Like when I went to Lake Zurich, I remember I fell in love with Loktak Lake again, and I wanted to go to Manipur back again just to see Loktak Lake. So, and the government will cite insurgencies problems and law and order problems as the main excuses. But that can't be the excuses. They can do a lot. They can improve our tourism industry a lot and can make a change in our economic problems.
So what I'm hearing is when you first landed in Switzerland, you thought about the quote, of the comparison of Manipur and Switzerland, and you felt that, Manipur is no less and could be even better with the support of the government, and if, so much of promotions are done as it is done in Switzerland.
Yes. So about before we move to other city like in Zurich and all, we have a very surprise also, and like we got a place to stay at one hotel here because before that night we were in Munich, in Munich. That night we didn't sleep all night because we were traveling. Because when we go to every hotel or hostel out there, we didn't get it, not even a single room also, because they're telling it's all booked, every hotel. We visit more than 20 hotels, something like that in Zurich, in Munich, but we didn't get not even a single room. So we spent that night outside sitting there. We find lots of friends. They were also sitting with us. We were talking, we were sharing some food, all these things, and we were talking like that. But after that, at early morning, we left that Munich to Zurich that time. we find one hotel, we stay there, and we that's fine, that's good. Even the thing like when we met lots of people in Zurich and all, they're very calm and they're very helpful also, because we find lost sometimes while we were in metro, while we were walking on the road, all these things. So when we are asking for help, they're very happy to help us also, and seeing their hospitality, we're very happy that they're we should be kind, all these things. We should learn so many things from other people also.
But one thing, there a guy in the way, so we asked in English. We asked in English,
he didn't understand.
He didn't understand, and he was acting angry because it seems that he doesn't like English. I think he knows, but he doesn't want to speak English because they want to speak their language itself. And when we speak English, he said, no English.
No English.
No English.
But we were lost. How to communicate? So we said like, that leg, Zurich leg.
Yeah.
And that time only he said, let's go for some meter, some one
right, left, with hand
all
sign.
these things, and you'll reach. But one thing, like we find one couple driving car, and that time when we stopped, and that guy was telling, even though he was new in that place, but you don't know, just walk some distance, you'll find that leg. But he just, after we were walking, he just ran after us, and he was stopped.
Yeah, he was offering us a seat,
and he was telling, you can accompany with us. He can drop up to that leg. But we were telling, it's okay, fine. Yeah, all these things made me like, I don't know, very happy, and even I want to visit Zurich again. It's quite good.
So, if I understand, what you are experiencing, even without knowing the language, you found the people very helpful and ready to help, and their hospitality was very positive.
And in the Munich bus station, I met an Egyptian guy, and I asked him, what is the most special thing about Egypt? So I said, of course, I know pyramids are special about Egypt, but what are the special things about Egypt which rest of the world don't know?
Other than pyramids.
Other than pyramids. Then he said, pyramids are boring. I went there twice. I remember the first one. But I forgot the second one. And I'm not going for the third time again.
Iromba again.
Then for the second time to a foreigner, I talked him about Iromba and Singju. Again.
You did good about Iromba and Singju.
So you're promoting the cuisine of Manipur without actually making the food. Are you showing the picture?
Yeah, I saw them the pictures, and I saw them the picture of Lokta Lake also.
So yes, how are you guys managing the food? Tell me your experience about food.
Food.
No words.
In field of food, like especially whenever when I talk with some people who already went to Europe, and also they were talking about food. Food is the main causes, especially for those people who went out from India. So for us, like
we like spicy.
One very, in Paris city only, while we were walking on the street, that city street, that we find one Chinese restaurant there. Right. He's the one who find that Chinese restaurant. That three of us, we were thinking, for a long time we have only pizza, burger, that's all. So we should have some Asian food. So we went inside that Chinese restaurant. That time we find chicken, momo, and that chow. Everything is there. It's quite similar with our that cousin. So that time we sat on the table and we ordered all the food. They're writing like 2.1 euro per 100 gram. We thought, it's quite cheap. So we ordered all around 9 or 10 different type of cousin we order. After that, while we taste that chicken, it's sweet.
Chinese taste.
It's sweet. I thought like, what's that? I tasted all the curry that time. The taste was horrible. It's not matching with us. So we thought like that guy who came with bill, and while we see that bill, it was around 75 euro. And we were
Monica, Finding the Voices.
Finding the Voices.
Finding the Voice.
Air Force
I could see my father. Who came to meet my headmaster because he was unable to pay the fee. I'm sorry.
Because we need such story for people to have faith in the government, in the system, that yes, it's working.
Let's bring peace in our home state, Manipur.
Who have got the job without bribery. They'll do justice to their job and they will help raise the standard of Manipur.
Me machine create I adu paraga tingogi
Nè, hai đi. Hai đi đi, và cô.
So you were expecting the Indian Chinese taste which you're used to.
Yeah, but
like spicy and hot.
Yeah, but we left everything we paid that money and we went out from the restaurant again. So it's quite unhappy for us in field of food, but at least we spend most of the day by eating burger and pizza. That's all.
Yeah, in hostel breakfast, they gave us meat, bread, egg, and one juice. And I think the meat is like boil. They boil the meat and they gave us. Then,
but the meat is still sweet.
It's all about sweet.
Something
like that.
So you're finding that the food, during your travel in Europe is more on the sweeter or bland side than the spicy food which you're used to it. And hence your expectation is not matched. And so you keep talking about Singju and Irumba.
So McDonald's.
I barely miss it.
McDonald's save us. I think.
McDonald's and KFC save us. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to live here.
So tell me, this off topic, going out of the food. Now you are in second year, right? So what do you want to become? Where are you heading towards for your career? Now that you have a glimpse of the outside world.
Yeah. We want to change the business scenario in Manipur, like business and my hobby is like writing. I have a passion for writing also, so I will combine these two, doing business in a company with my writing. So that's.
So for me, after I finish till standard, most of my friends and everybody, most of people, students in Manipur, also in India, they have a fashion to go engineering and doctor. But for me, I really hate that two stream. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be an engineer because I don't know why I don't want this two stream. So I thought but I don't want to study in general line also, art, science, but I want to be in professional course. So I choose this business line, that BB entrepreneur. But that time I have no idea what I learned in this course. But after I started learning all this thing, suddenly I came something in my mind. So I want to be an entrepreneur, want to be on one industry or something, small industry for myself. But I was thinking in Manipur and all, I can set up one small industry. I have a dreams to be a good businessman, but I thought I should start buying cows and all so that I can build one milk industry, all these things, so that I can make the powder milk, all these things. So I start visiting that one dairy farm is there in Porompat also. You might know that in Thobal also one YP or something. I visited that two places specially, and I look what the system they are going on there. So I was very inspiration after seeing that also. So I have a dreams to be an entrepreneur. So I thought I can set up one small industry in field of this. Yeah.
Yeah. For me.
That's nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, like you know that till now, my father did for me many things a lot. So I want to like help him in some ways.
Yeah,
so,
I guess your father, he's going one small business.
Yeah, he is right now doing a small business. It's since 1998.
Oh,
so it's small till now. So
you want to make it big.
Yeah, I want to make it big.
Yeah, that's all our dream.
And we want to change the business scenario in Manipur so that we can make less dependence on the products imported from outside Manipur.
Yeah.
And that's what.
Like a startup.
So if I understand all of you correctly, all of you have a vision of, pursuing, obviously, right now you are in business management, but you already have set up in your mind that you want to start something of your own and you want to return to Manipur.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that we can have less dependence on foreign products, imported products, and so that we can build up a new economic, good economy in Manipur, in our state.
I think Mr. Biren will be very happy to hear from three of you, because I heard that in his recent travel to Bangalore, he was inviting, the Manipuris outside and inside to come back to Manipur and make Manipur a better place. So I hope he'll be watching our show and listening to your fantastic, terrific ideas and, bringing Manipur with your business in different skills. Like, one of you want to do for meat industry, and it's going to be like great. All right. So what else do you want to share in our show?
Well, we can share about Europe. So after Belgium, which country?
We went to Paris.
Yeah, we went to Paris. It's quite fun in Paris also. Like first, we saw that Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower, and then
but in Paris, where we went, we did midnight. We went directly from bus station by taxi to Eiffel Tower, and we didn't get any hotel, and we slept nearby Eiffel Tower in a park.
Yeah,
so where we can see the tower.
So that's funny. I'll share these things. Like this guy, my friend is Langam. He was telling us, Naoba, do you remember like we were spending 2 nights in Eiffel Tower? That 2 nights we all see Eiffel Tower from our hotel. One is outside hotel. One is in
outdoor and indoor.
Indoor hotel. Well, outdoor hotel is like that night also same case it's happened while we were in Zurich, because that also in midnight we reached Paris, so it's quite difficult to find a hotel against same case. So but we feel so sleepy out there, so three of us we slept near the Eiffel Tower. There's one park, and like we slept on that park only itself, and we seeing the Eiffel Tower sleeping. We never believe like, oh, guys, like, did you ever believe we'll be sleeping near the Eiffel Tower
in the park itself?
It's quite fun. We were also that day, but luckily we end that morning. And that night, and on another day, we find one hotel. We kept all our belongings out there, and we went out, and we again traveling the Paris city.
So when we upload our pics in social network media like Facebook, Instagram, every friend of us thought that we were enjoying very cool and calm,
but we suffer a lot.
We suffer a lot.
No place to sleep.
Yeah, sometimes we sleep in the bus station,
restaurant,
even park,
in the park, all these things.
Just to
go ahead.
Just to avoid over expenses. Yeah. And that night also it was a bit cold, so I covered myself with that Khudei I wore in.
So you had the experience of being homeless for some nights.
Yeah.
So I want you I'm very, one of the things what I want to encourage all of us, including myself, I think coming from Manipur, being a very symbolic society, we don't express much, right?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Why is it?
And all three of you are in Germany, and in some way, your parents and your guardian have supported you, and I would like to believe that they are behind you, and hence, you are right there sitting. So I would like to give you the opportunity to talk a little bit about your parents and share some things about them which you have never said, but I'm pretty sure you have thought in your mind, many, many times.
Yeah, you can go first.
Yeah, my daddy is like, his name is Rajan, and my mom is Shwanalata, and my dad is like, he is a social worker, and my mom is a pharmacist. And for last 5 years, my mom is like Adhyaksa, maybe you have heard before, of Thawal district. This time her term is going to be over, so they are not very strict. They just gave us advice that you should follow your passion, you should just follow your dreams, chase your dreams, enjoy. And sometimes they are very strict, but they also allow me to follow my dreams, chase my dreams, and you just work hard to achieve your goals and all. Then that's it. And I thank them that they gave me such kind of opportunity in my life to explore a new world. So I thank them.
And so it's nice.
Yay!
Talking about parents, it's quite, I feel emotional.
Yeah.
Like,
that is the point. I want you to cry, and I want you to think about all the things and, show your gratitude or anger or whatever. I want to start, in all the show, I want to actually start to have a clipping and dedicate it for expression, and I want people to express. I want the people of our place to express. I want that we share our inner feelings and talk about our feelings. So come on, Naoba, you can do it.
See, like, it's quite emotional for me. Well, I was talking about my parents especially because they're very much they believe me, first of all. They very much believe me. They support me. They always allow me. They open their arms whenever I ask something, anything. So I'm very pleased. Like, I never thought like I'll be getting such type of parents. My dad and mom, especially my dad. Whenever I demand something, whenever I ask something, he always help me. He always give me all these things. And I thought, like, is it my parents? Like, is it my dad and mom? Why I should like forget them? And every time, whenever I travel, every time, whenever I went in every place, I still remember them. I still call them. I still talk them. I say, Mom, I really miss you. Dad, I really miss you. All these things, but I don't know. That's it. Like, we should seriously, like, nowadays I find some people actually even they ignore their parents after they grew up, after they were like mature enough, after they get a job, they kick out their parents sometimes. I faced such type of people while I was in Manipur, especially because I can share one story. Ranson and me, we were in same locality. I am from Khambok, and Ranson also we are from Khambok. So last vacation, it was like last year Diwali, some Ningol Chakopa. That time around 1 week I went to Manipur this year. That time I heard a news like there is around 30 old people in one of the place. It's called in Wangbal only. It's near our place. 30 old people were there, and the 30 people, all old people, they were in like
old age home.
Yeah, old age home center. And after I heard that news, like, even though they have their own children, even though they have their own son, daughter, why their sons and their daughter, why they are very much ignore their parents? I was very sad after hearing that news. So me and some of my group, my friend, we just contribute some amount, something like that. And even he helped me. At that time he was in Delhi. He sent me money through account, and around around 20,000 or something. We went there and we buy some blanket out there and we just distribute there. So I have the feeling of helping others also, and I have the feeling to split the love and kindness to what our state also we should be kindness. And I tell these things. I felt emotional, even I cry in front of that all people. I was telling, please, never thought like you have lost your son, daughter. Never thought that. We are your son. We are your real son. You should think that. Please give us blessing. One day we'll come here again and we'll help you more than what we are doing right now. So seriously, I cry in front of them, and I had the feeling of helping all people.
Oh, that's so nice to hear from young, from all of you who are so young, and which is why I think it's very important for all of us to keep sharing our thoughts and feelings, and because I believe that what we speak, people hear and it spreads. It's just like positivity spreads like wildfire, just as negativity spreads, and our platform is all for positivity, and I really thank you for sharing such moments. Yeah, so what about you?
About my family, I'm a bit stubborn. I'm a bit naughty in home since small. My mom is like, I'll say some. My mom is like a parrot. She speak a lot. She speak in the morning. She scold me a lot. Yeah, but I love her because of her voice or careness. Till I can get till now. I still she took care a lot for me. Yeah, I like her. I love her, but I don't know how to show love to her. But
so what do you want to tell to your mom? Tell it here, and I will go and show this video.
I love you, Dad. So some days they can see these videos. So
I guess even
so you okay? Tell me one thing. You said that you want to help your father expand his business. What business does he do?
The business is like giving loan, like we call Manipur in Marup type.
I know that you said all of you have been watching Finding the Voices, so I want your feedback, input, criticism, whatever, tell me about it. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you have liked, what you didn't like, whatever. Free for all.
Okay, let me start with me. So about Finding the Voice, I heard about Finding the Voice around 2 years back, I guess, when I was in Shillong. That time I heard about Finding the Voice, and I thought, oh, one day I should be in Finding the Voice. Seriously, I dreamed for a long time back about Finding the Voice, but luckily I'm here today, and when I saw you say in Finding the Voice, it's very much like what to say, I cannot express really. I'm very much happy, and like it's very rare in our state also to host such programs and making such a platform to interact with people who live outside versus an Iranian person. All these things, quite nice platform. I can say that. I can say like we learn a lot from Finding the Voice. Yeah, and I really like it, and forever I'll be a big fan of Finding the Voice.
Me too.
Same.
First of all, Jay, I want to thank you a lot for finding the hidden voices of Manipur, and you name such a platform as Finding the Voices in Manipur. So I love it. The first inspiration I got was like you took an interview of Tamur Rabbi something who was doing management studies in London that time. Yeah. So I got inspired from that I can choose management stream as a career choice. Then ultimately I landed to it now. So I'm right now doing management studies, and that was the inspiration. So I wanted to thank you, that Tamu, and you also, Jay.
Well, no, that's very interesting that you got inspired, to go into management by listening to one of our show. And I'm so happy to hear that our show is actually being heard and you're listening to their story and you got inspired. Yeah. Thank you. All right. How about you, Langam? Yes.
I want to thank Tamu also that he also shared very
yes.
options, good options of management streams and also the scope and all.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank him also through this Finding the Voice.
Yes, his show was very much appreciated and very popular, and I have got very good feedback, not only from young students like you, but also from older and parents crowd, and they were like so inspired to see that. Oh, okay, we thought engineering and doctors are only the career, and they're like, oh, okay. So yeah, I was very, very happy with that episode.
Yeah. I never thought that this type of source will be in from Manipur, but I finding the voice. It's 9 months back, 9 months back, and it was very good. And I never thought that I would be here in the show itself.
We are still excited.
We are very excited. From the morning itself, Naoba told me about this source that we will be conducting tonight, and we were like, when will be.
We were waiting the time to start our program.
We took bath 1 hour before.